Welcome. This is my project for the UTSA Study Abroad program. And here we have someone who went to Spain because of this UTSA Study Abroad program. So I would like to introduce Elizabeth. Please tell me more about yourself.
So I'm a medical humanities major here at UTSA. I'm currently in my last year, but the summer after my junior year, I did participate in the study abroad program with UTSA. It was a UTSA-led study abroad program in Spain um, for medical humanity majors who were interested in linguistics and interpreting studies.
Thank you. So I got some key points here on my phone. And first, I would like to thank you for volunteering to do this.
Of course.
So first, we're gonna talk about the topic of study abroad program. So I know that you have to do, some basic requirements for you to be able to go. So what were some requirements that you had to do to be able to to be accepted to go? Because you went to Spain, right?
I did.
Okay, so what were some requirements that you had to do?
Yeah, so among the requirements were, general application through the study abroad portal that we do have online. Um, Aside from that, I was just making sure that it was in contact with the faculty member that was leading the program because, as I mentioned, it was a UTSA led program. So, what that means is that UTSA they collaborate with the other institution or the other university that is participating in the program, and they register you on your behalf. So essentially, you apply through UTSA, and they take care of all the registration on the back end for you, and you take care of your travel. So for requirements, like I said, it was just that general application and just a lot of talks with that faculty advisor.
Okay. I know that there's like various countries that you can go to. You can go to Korea, Japan, like Mexico. So for Spain, what were some steps you had to do to like right before you were about to leave? What was like some steps that you had to do to go to Spain, and what classes did you take when you went to Spain?
Yes. So what hmm, classes I had to take? So for that program, it was specifically for medical humanities students, and the credits that were offered were upper elective credits that applied towards my major. So there weren't any specific, prerequisites I had to complete as far as class wise, um, but it did push me towards registering for other courses that were related to interpreting and translation studies that I hadn't registered for previously. You asked about other things I did, so like
Like maybe having
the
to get,
travel
yeah, like maybe
information.
having to get your passport,
Oh,
like how long you have to wait for that to come in,
oh, okay.
and like yeah, just mainly more about like the passport and like what you have to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So I had already had a passport, thankfully. So that process was none for me. But I did have a friend that did go on the trip with me, and she had to go through that process. And I do believe it took about a month for her to receive her expedited passport. So she did have to get that done, months in advance because it does take a lot of preparation for the program. So you'll need to have things like your passport um, ready for when your program begins. You'll need to also um, stay updated on travel advisory for the place that you're, traveling to. So that's also a big thing. Another thing was making sure that I was buying everything, little by little over the course of preparation. We did also have to provide our own travel accommodations. So we did have to travel to that country on our own. It was a group of 14 of us, and we each were tasked with our transportation from here to Alicante, which is where I stayed.
Okay, so let's fast forward to, let's say you already got accepted and everything. So what were some things that you did leading up to the day that you're about to leave? Like, what were some stuff that you bought? Some like things that you were gonna bring with you on this trip? What did you bring with you?
That's a good question. I did take, um, I took a lint roller. I took a lint roller. I, I made sure to get a lint roller. What other things did I get? I made sure to have a, I think it's called a money wallet thing. It's kind of like a crossbody bag. I use that every single day. I didn't use a purse. I used a crossbody, oh, fanny pack kind of thing. I use it every single day. It was so useful. Um, what else did I buy specifically for my trip? Um, hmm, I did buy a good pair of walking shoes. I walked so much. I walked at least like 15,000 steps a day because I made sure to go out and do something every day. And it was a great experience.
Okay.
Um,
So, since what were some experiences that you did while over there, and what were some work that you had to do for your class, for your humanities class, right?
yes.
For your medical humanities?
Yes. So the way that it worked was that um, we were taking two courses. So the first course was taught by um, that faculty member that I mentioned, that was leading the program. She taught an intro to translation studies course, and it was specifically for Spanish, um, and as well as the course that we were taking by the university. It was taught by different professors. We would have lectures taught by different professors that worked at the university, and we were essentially taking a mm, I forget the course name specifically, but it was regarding medicine and interpreting studies in Spain. So we had a module on history of Spain, medicine in Spain, even gastronomy in Spain. So like their diet and things like that. It was really cool. Um, and we had a lot of guest speakers, like different providers, different lecturers. It was a very enriching experience.
So the real main question is, how much money did you bring for this trip? Since, you have to have been spending a lot.
Uh, so I would say I spent more. I think I spent more on the travel than I did while I was there. It was pretty inexpensive considering the fact that while I was living there, I did live with a host family. So I part of my tuition and my program fee that I paid prior to the program was part of that fee included 3 meals from my host family every day, Monday through Friday. So I I would go to school, come back, and I would eat lunch and dinner, and because I would skip out on breakfast most of the time, and I never had to pay for meals if I didn't have to. Um, a lot of things are very inexpensive there. Travel is by foot and by bus, and bus card is free
Hmm.
for those under 30. Yeah, but yeah, I just spent most of my money was spent on souvenirs, honestly.
Okay, so you said about your tuition, right? So I know there is scholarship opportunities to for you to use to go on these trips. So I just want to know, you had some scholarship opportunities? You had some scholarships?
I did. So there were scholarship opportunities shared to us or shared with us by our faculty advisor. or faculty leader, and those were including the Gilman Scholarship, a few scholarships offered through UTSA as well. I know that I also applied to the International Education Fund. I believe we also received funding from the Department of Education, so that was also a huge help. There are also various opportunities available on the Scholarship Hub, specifically for you know department specific um, scholarships. So that would be a very good.
Would you say would you say it's hard to apply for these scholarships?
Not at all. No,
Uh,
no.
okay. So, whenever you got back, did you miss Spain? Was it fun?
I did. I did. I think the thing that I missed the most about it was the walkability. Um, Something that we don't have here. I would love to be able to just walk anywhere to do anything instead of having to get in my car, go through traffic, find somewhere to park, and miss out on that exercise. I don't know.
Well, thank you. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much. So, I will leave some links down in the description for you guys to be able to view. And like I said, thank you for being here with me and conducting this interview.